Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today I want to show you guys a couple of different things. We're going to show you how fast the quick and easy drain actually works. We're going to show you how fast gravel perforated pipe works with fabric and soil over the top. A lot of this stuff's out there, and we really need to set the record straight. So let's take a look at what we can do here just to show you a quick demonstration. Okay, let's build a French drain. In this section right here, you can see I have to put some wood to contain the gravel. Then we're going to put dirt on both sides. So we're going to start by laying a base of gravel down at the bottom of the trench. Let's do that right now. Okay, next we poured the base of gravel. We've got about 2 inches of gravel down here at the bottom, maybe 1 inch of gravel, that's fine. And now we're going to lay some perforated pipe, and it's going to discharge through the outlet. We're going to test it. We'll just let it come right out. But this is how you build the French drain. We've got a base of gravel. Next, we're going to put perforated pipe. Let's do that now. We're using standard slotted pipe from ADS. You can see all the holes, the slashes, they go all the way around the pipe. And this is setting in a bed of gravel. See the gravel down below? And now we're going to cover this with gravel right up a few inches above the top of the pipe. Let's do that next. So you can see we've got a good covering of gravel. Cover up the whole pipe. You can see it. Nice French drain. Next we're going to lay a piece of fabric, geofabric, over the top of this. Because when we put the soil in here, I don't want that soil to drop directly down. Gravity's a big thing. We cover the top, but not the sides or the bottom. Okay, you've seen me show you how quickly this stuff drains in lots of videos. Water passes right through here. This is non-woven geofabric, and it's made for this. This is what it's for. And I've laid it across the top. As you can see, there's the gravel. We laid it across the top. Remember, this wood's here because I'm building this inside of a container, and I just want to show you how the system works. This is going to be a great example of how fast the French drain works without fabric. Again, this is at the top just to keep the dirt from dropping directly down into the gravel over a period of 15 to 20 years. So again, I'm using some of the worst soil that you can imagine. This is clay, and I mean, you can see it's packed, right? That's clay. And we've got clay. We've chopped it all up, we saturated it, same on this side. Now we're going to go ahead and pull these dividers out so that we can create the yard. So, just so you guys can understand, I found some of the worst soil I could find. You see how much water stays in that? That's clay. It's a mixture of clay and sand. But see, look at that. You can see it oozing out of my fingers. This stuff holds water, and we're going to use this as a demonstration. Remember, we've got a French drain without fabric. We did not wrap it, only on the top. So we've got a gravel encased pipe, ADS pipe, and look at this. I mean, you can see it's already totally saturated, holding a lot of water. Wait till we finish this and take a look. Okay, so there you have your French drain. You can see we've got the gravel surrounding the pipe. We've got fabric over the top. Now we're just going to go ahead and put a little soil across here, then we'll set the sod on here. And what we're going to do is we're going to saturate this soil like it's a section of your yard. And let's see how fast a French drain actually works. Okay, so far in this series, I've showed you how quick that the easy flow, the Styro Rock peanut pipe works, very fast. I showed you how slow or how well a gravel perforated pipe French drain wrapped in fabric works. Now we're going to take a look and see what happens when you don't wrap it in fabric. So let's go ahead and let it rain. We're going to let this rain for a little while. And what it's going to do, all that water is going to come down to the bottom. And then you can see it. See it right there? starting to rise. This is how a French drain works. And you can see it. I hope you can see it. It's up here now. We should start to see a flow. Yep, there it is. Can you see that? And you can see it going back in the back. As more water enters that pipe from the bottom, even though we have holes on the top, it still comes from the bottom. And it works great. It's working much faster, believe it or not, than with the fabric around it. So we're going to go ahead and put the cleanout cap on. We're going to put the cleanout cap on, and then we're going to let it fill up. Okay, so I put the cleanout cap on, and now we're going to simulate a flooded yard. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and saturate the soil so that we see water sitting in the ground, and then we'll take off the cleanout cap. And remember, it's going to drain quick at first, but how much water is left in the soil? Remember how much was left with the fabric? I mean, it's so slow. It worked, and it worked great, but it was very slow. Without fabric, let's see what happens. Can you see the water level? You see it rising? So let's just say that it rained for 2 days, just a drizzle or even a hard rain. That ground fills up with water. You can see it. All through your property, your neighbor's property, through your entire development. There's going to be different levels of this water, but you can see it rising up. I mean, it's risen almost 2 inches in just that short period of time. We're going to fill it up so that it floods. There'll be water sitting in the yard, and then we're going to open up the cleanout cap, see what happens. Remember, this is gravel encased pipe, but no geofabric. Okay, we've got a saturated yard. You see the water? It's totally saturated. And this would be after a rainfall, right? So if there was no French drain, it would just be to take time for all this water to perk down through the soil until it disappears. But with a French drain, we can empty this quickly. Okay, we've got that saturated soil. The yard's flooded. We're going to open up the cleanout cap. Let me get it started. Let's open that up. Is it going to look dirty? Well, of course, it's going to pull some of that debris down through there, but it's such a small amount. Take a look. Look at that. Look at this water level. You see how fast that's dropping? Do you remember the other video? That water just stays there. Look at this. This is just going down, 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 down. And I'm still adding the water to the top. This is a great example of a French drain and how it should be installed. Take a look. See that water? It's bubbling up from the bottom. It doesn't come through those slots at the top. It comes from the bottom up. So let's look at the back. Can you see? Here's the water level. You see it? Right there. And it's still going down. It's still getting sucked up because the pipe's running downhill a little bit. So in the front, but you can see that water, it's just disappearing slowly, slowly, slowly. And we've stopped adding water. All of the surface water that we had, because we gave the water a place to go, right? We gave that water a place to go, it disappeared. Need more proof? Well, I'm going to take this apart and we'll see how much dirt's actually in the gravel. How's that? Okay, pulled back the side. Let's pull back some more. And let's take a look. Can you see that gravel? See all the voids in there? Do you see any debris? See if we can dig this out a little bit. And you just watch. Can you see how clean that gravel is? There's no debris sitting in that gravel. Such a myth about fabric, you guys. I can't make a better demonstration. And if you continue to use the fabric, that's fine. I think your system's going to last 5 years. But if you don't use it, I think it'll last 10, 15, maybe 20. So how do you prevent the water from standing? Remember how we had it pooling up in the yard? Well, you put a catch basin in because that grabs immediate surface water runoff. So if water floods up here, it's just going to drop into your basin and be carried away. Remember what a catch basin is. It catches things. So we've got, actually the pipe's about right here. We've got about 2 inches of basin that collects debris. And yeah, you have to maintenance it. It's just that simple. You might have to maintenance it every year, every 2 years. You know how easy it is? All you need to do is pop off the grate and put a garden hose down inside and clean it out. Or you could reach the side and clean it out. Does the grate get covered with debris? Of course. That's part of maintenance. You know, nothing lasts forever. Nothing. The only way a French drain would last forever is if you encased it in concrete and made it a display. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.